friends, welcome back to my channel. So I am an avid YouTube watcher. As much as I enjoy coming on and filming videos for you and uploading them to YouTube, which I do, I love that so much, but I love watching YouTube videos just as much, if not more, just because I've been doing it longer. I've been watching beauty YouTube for years and years and years at this point, as I'm sure a lot of you have as well. So because of that, YouTube and the YouTubers I watch influenced me to purchase quite a few things. So that's what we're here to talk about today. A couple of items that I have purchased because YouTube made me buy it. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And not only that, if you're excited and you want to hear about a couple of items that YouTube made me buy, then let's go ahead and get started. I've done a couple of these videos in the past. I think this is the fourth one. So I'll go ahead and have the other three linked down below for you in case you have missed them and you want to check out other items that YouTube has influenced me to purchase. Also, I did not film myself getting ready, but if you are curious about anything on my face right now, I will have it all listed and linked down below in case you want to check that out. So the first item I want to talk about is this KVD. This is her liquid gel contour. I picked up the shade Fair Cool 90. So when I used to work at Ulta, if you have missed that announcement, I do not work at Ulta anymore. I feel like I still get that more on my Instagram than here on YouTube, but I'll like make a story post or talk about the bank or something like that, and inevitably I'll get a message on Instagram being like, wait, you don't work at Ulta anymore? No, I do not work at Ulta anymore. I quit at the end of October. So I've been in my bank job for a couple months now. I'm still enjoying it, by the way. But anyways, when I used to work at Ulta, this launched while I was there. And I remember swatching this in store and really not being that impressed by it. And when I swatched it, it kind of just rubbed away to nothing on my hand. And I was like, oh no, I'm not wasting my money on that. It's not gonna show up on my face. And then Martina Lily and Aaron from Aaron's Beauty Obsession just kept talking this baby up over and over and over, and they both love it. So once, of course, I lost my Ulta employee discount, I was like, let's go ahead and buy that KVD bronzer now that I can't get it on sale anymore, which was a bummer that I paid full price for this, but not the end of the world. So here's a swatch for you. This is just one swipe, and this is it blended out a little bit more. As you can see, it really does just kind of blend away, which can be nice though, because I tend to go very overboard and heavy-handed with my makeup. So this is a nice formulation for me that blends in nicely to the skin and isn't too intense. But I'm not gonna lie, sadly, I do not love this as much as Martina and Aaron do. I feel like when I blend it into my skin, it still does kind of blend away to nothing. And I feel like Martina and Aaron like it more because of their style of makeup application. Martina will put this on with a liquid blush and highlight as well, and then she goes ahead and sets it down with a powder bronzer. So even though this doesn't show up a ton, she does go ahead and set it with a powder bronzer. And then also Erin just doesn't really always set her makeup, so she'll just put this on and then just have this as her sole bronzer. How I like to apply liquidy sort of bronzers like this is I go ahead and apply it to my skin and blend it in, but I like to set it with powder just all over my face. And when I do that, this kind of disappears. Now I could do the same thing that Martina does and then go ahead and put a powder bronzer on top of it, but that's typically not how I like to do liquid and cream bronzers. I like ones that show up under powder, and that way I just put it on, powder my face, and then it's just still glowing through. It's a really nice layer of bronzer that isn't too pigmented, and this just kind of doesn't do it for me. When I set it with powder, it kind of disappears. It's not the bronzer I have on today because of that reason. I thought about going in with it and then setting it with a powder bronzer on top, but then it just kind of didn't make sense because you wouldn't see it on my skin anyways. I did use this in a past trying new makeup. I can have that linked in the eye and down below if you want to see an action more on my face. But yeah, I'm not going to give up on this product. Like, I didn't return it and I'm going to keep using it. It's pretty on the skin. It's a nice tone. It does pull a little tiny bit red on me, which is weird because it's a cool tone bronzer. But overall, it's not terrible. I do enjoy it and I'm going to use it. It's just not my favorite cream/liquid bronzer. Next up, we have a lipstick from Juvia's Place. This is the Nudes Chocolate Collection, and I ended up picking up the shade Muted. I picked this up because Kirsten from Kirsten's Makeup Vanity, I believe is her YouTube channel. I'm gonna have all of these YouTubers linked down below. By the way, in case you guys do want to check them out, Kirsten and I are really good friends. I feel like, especially over on Instagram, her and I DM and talk quite often, and she DM'd me about this lipstick and she was like, Emily, I know you like cool tone nudie sort of lipsticks. I just picked up the shade Muted from Juvia's Place. I think you would really, really love it. So no, naturally I bought it because I really do take her recommendations seriously. She has a fair skin tone as me. We have similar makeup preferences. So a lot of the times what I like, she likes, and what she likes, I like, which is really nice to have like a makeup buddy like that. So the packaging is absolutely adorable. I love the ombre from like a tan pinky sort of shade down to like a hot pink. That's just cute. I'm not gonna lie though, I have not tried this lipstick. So I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry, Kirsten. But the reason why I haven't is I picked it up and then Juvia's Place was in like a little bit of hot water. I'm not totally sure what happened, like their owner, I think, or someone who was doing something with them made derogatory comments. I honestly don't know the whole story. I'm not trying to speak on it or anything like that. I just know they were in a little bit of hot water there for a second. So I was a little apprehensive to promote them on my channel, but I did purchase this because of Kirsten. It just looks like a really beautiful shade though. I think she's 1,000,000% right. I think I am. Oh yeah. I'm going to absolutely love that by the time I try it out. It does look like a really beautiful, cool tone, nudie sort of shade. It has a little bit of sheen and glow to it, so it seems like it's not going to be super drying on the lips. And whenever Kirsten uses this, it looks beautiful on her. And again, we're really similar skin tones, so I know I'm gonna like this. Then we have a couple products that Taylor Nguyen has influenced me to purchase. I have liked Taylor's videos and channel for a couple years now, but recently, the past couple of months, I am loving her videos. I watch every single one. Her nomad lifestyle she's kind of doing right now where she's bopping around to different cities, I think is so cool. I would never have the guts to do something like that, but seeing it through like her eyes, I just think is really, really cool. She has a really calm, chill personality. At first, it took me a while to get used to it because she's, I don't want to say this in a mean way. This is not mean at all, but she's a little more monotoned, but she's just like chill and relaxed. Kind of the opposite of me and how I speak. I speak quickly and loud and just, and she's just very calm. And I've just been loving her channel recently. Also, I feel like almost everything I purchased because of her, I have loved. So the first thing I picked up was this Sephora lip liner. This is their Contour Rouge Gel Lip Liner, and I picked up the shade The Nudist 01. Okay, so I did purchase this because she said it was a dupe for the ColourPop Cool BFF lip liner. And I am obsessed with this lip liner. Like, look how tiny it is. I use this all the time. It is so cool tone on me. It's a beautiful shade. I'm literally obsessed with this lip liner, and I'm 99% sure that ColourPop has discontinued it, which is such a bummer, such a bummer. I do not think they're dupes, sadly. So here we have the Sephora one in The Nudist, and then here we have ColourPop and Cool BFF. As you can see, they're definitely not shade dupes at all. Are they similar? For sure. And on the lips, they probably would look very similar if I put them side by side. But this is definitely a lot lighter, and it is a tiny bit more warm toned than the Cool BFF. And also, if you can see, I don't know if you can tell, this has a little bit of sheen and glow to it, like shininess, and this is like an all matte lip liner. So while I don't think that these are necessarily dupes, they are similar. I definitely see where Taylor was going with this whole dupe situation. However, this is a really beautiful lip liner. I'm still going to get use out of it. I'm still glad I picked it up, and it was pretty affordable. The Sephora collection is Sephora's brand of makeup, and they're already pretty affordable, and then they go on sale a lot of the time. So I want to say this was like $9 or something like that. The ColourPop ones are $7, so it is more than the ColourPop ones, but I was just kind of looking for a dupe because I love Cool BFF so much. But I'm so glad I picked this up, and I do enjoy it. Then another Taylor Nguyen made me buy it is this brush right here from e.l.f. This is their Putty Primer Applicator Brush. She uses this all the time in her Get Ready With Me's, and like I said, I watch every single one of her videos, so I see her using this all of the time. She says this is the most perfect brush for liquid and cream products, bronzer or blush. I personally don't love it for bronzer. I've tried it 1 or 2 times for bronzer, and I just think it's a little bit too dense and compact for bronzer for how I personally like to apply it. However, this for cream blush is perfection. I love this brush for cream blush. Because it is so dense, it just puts the blush exactly where you want it, and it's nice and soft to where it like blends it out perfectly. It doesn't make it patchy, it doesn't make it too intense, but if you do go a little bit overboard, you can just like keep tapping it out. This is a really great brush, and I'm glad that she was raving about it so much because I don't know if I would have picked this up for that reason. It says it's their Putty Primer Applicator, so they intended this brush to be used with their putty primer, which I would have never picked this brush up for that reason. I just applied their putty primer with my fingers. However, her talking about it being perfect with cream products made me want to pick it up, and it was really affordable. It's e.l.f., so I want to say this was maybe $6, and it is soft and lovely, and if you have not picked this up for cream products, highly recommend. I don't think one of these YouTube made me buy it videos would be complete if I didn't talk about Jessica Braun, because she is also one of my favorite YouTubers ever. I watch pretty much all her videos. Sometimes I don't watch her non-makeup videos, but all her makeup videos I definitely watch, and she has been raving about the e.l.f. Wow Brow for a long time now, and I finally picked it up because of her. This is not a new product at all. It's been around the block for quite a while, and if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like I tried this years ago though, like a really, really long time ago, and I don't remember loving it. However, she loves it so much, and also a ton of other YouTubers. Like, this is a really popular product that a lot of people enjoy, but she was the one that kind of pushed me over the edge and made me want to try it again. This is a lovely product. It doesn't have the shade name on here, but I'm 99% sure I picked up the shade Neutral Brown. It is the brow product I have in my brows right now. I love how natural and bushy my brows look. I am here for a bushy brow. I love that sort of look. I just think it looks really natural and pretty and frames my face nicely. I also feel like this has a pretty decent amount of hold. I don't notice my brows going everywhere whenever I wear it throughout the day. It's not like gonna glue them down like the ABH Clear Brow Gel, but I feel like they stay in place. What's nice about this is it has fibers. I don't know if you can tell on the brush, but it's got little tiny fibers. So as you're distributing it through your brows, it's kind of adding a little bit of extra fluffiness to your brows, which I am never mad about. I do think though, if you have sparse brows or you really like to fill in your brows a lot with a pencil or a pomade or something like that, I don't think that this would be the product for you. I am blessed with naturally bushy brows to begin with. I really only need to fill them in the front part right here, and then the rest of my brows are pretty full on their own. So I personally don't have to fill in my brows a lot, which is why I love this. I think if you do, I think I would definitely pass, but this is like $4. It's affordable and beautiful, and I'm loving this. The next thing I picked up is the NYX. This is Juice Gloss. This is their electrolyte infused color gloss, and I did pick up the shade Strawberry Flex. I picked this up because Ava Tooze. She has not been uploading a lot recently, but it's because she is moving, so she's been really busy. Her and I are like really good friends in real life, so we text all the time. You guys, she has been busy moving and packing and unpacking, but she does plan on coming back soon, hopefully, so that's exciting. She was just raving about this gloss in a bunch of her Get Ready With Me's. She would put it on as she was getting ready. She said it was super glossy and hydrating on the lips and comfortable and all of the good things that you want in a gloss, and I 1,000,000% agree with all of it. They are a little bit more of a sheer sort of gloss, so it's not going to give you a ton of color on your lips. However, it really does just make your lips glossy and shiny. If you have lined lips, this will be your best friend. It just kind of gets rid of all the lines in your lips. I feel like I don't have super lined lips, but they're definitely there. And it's not too thick or goopy or stringy or anything like that. It also smells really yummy, and it's just a really nice hydrating sort of gloss. I don't know how much I would use this on its own because there isn't a ton of pigmentation, and I like to add pigmentation to my lips, but to just throw it on while you're getting ready or just around the house, this has been lovely. And then the last item I want to talk about is a perfume. This is from the brand Philosophy. This is called their Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. I've never really tried much from Philosophy before. However, their perfumes do smell really yummy. Again, when I worked at Ulta, I would be stocking them and pick up the testers and smell them. And pretty much all the ones that I tried and smelled really good. This was influenced by Megan from Megan's Makeup Musings. She was talking about this a lot, mainly more on Instagram, but she has a YouTube channel, so I definitely want to shout her out because she is the one that made me want to purchase this. She just kept saying how yummy it smelled, and she's 1,000,000% right. The name Warm Cashmere is definitely appropriate for this perfume. It really is a nice warm scent, and it has a little bit of vanilla, actually a lot of vanilla to it, which is just really lovely. It's nice and warm and comforting. It's like a hug, and it's not like teenagey vanilla-y or it's too like sickly sweet or anything like that. It really is just a nice vanilla, warm, beautiful scent. I really am enjoying this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. I don't know if you can see because of the lights. I've used quite a bit of this. I love the scent of this. However, I have realized that this just doesn't last very long on my skin, unfortunately. I will spray it, and I'll smell it for maybe an hour or two, and then it seems to go away. So I am glad that I picked up the mini bottle of it to try it out, because I just don't think it lasts on me, which is such a bummer. I am looking for a really nice vanilla scent, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Vanilla is a really nostalgic scent for me. As I was growing up, my mom and Nana always used the Vanilla Lace, I believe it's what it's called, from Victoria's Secret, their lotion. And this kind of smells like that. Pretty much any sort of vanilla scent reminds me of that, which then reminds me of them, and I obviously love my mom and Nana with my entire heart. So it's a really lovely nostalgic scent for me. So I am looking for a nice vanilla-y sort of perfume that's gonna last long on my skin, because unfortunately this one just doesn't seem to. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down below, please. I would love to hear what vanilla sort of perfume scents that you guys are enjoying. I am glad I picked this up. I'm gonna use up the bottle. I just have to reapply it a little bit more often than I do other perfumes in my collection. And those are you guys. That was a couple of products that YouTube have made me buy. Like I said, I'm going to have all of the channels linked down below I talked about today, and the products that they made me buy linked below them in case you want to check out the channels or the products. I highly recommend you checking out the channels because I love all these YouTubers so much. Let me know down below, what's an item that YouTube or a YouTuber has made you purchase? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? You guys know I'm nosy. I love hearing from you guys down below in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.